Yes, and welcome back to the Ash Williams Show. My name is Ash Williams, and I am fired up. How the fuck are ya? Come on, baby. Give it to me. On guitar today, it is the one and only Nathan Kavalee. Give it to us, Nath. This is your last time, by the way, bro. And on the keyboard, how's this? If I can get to the hotline fast enough, got a text coming through on the hotline in the intro. Hi, Ash, fired up. On the keyboard is Paul Schaefer. Boom. Yeah, love it. Thank you so much there, Danny. And it is Paul Schaefer wearing the sunglasses. While we're on the texts, let's jump into another one. On the hotline, 0406 284 954. Hi, Ash. Loving the pod. I'm so glad you guys can go out and have fun in the world. Melbourne is completely fucked. I just listened to your latest podcast, The Other Guy, and I wonder whether Goldie Guy was thinking of Moira as the woman who hosted those home shopping segments. Thanks so much for the laughs. Desunka. I think so, Desunka. Maybe, yeah, Goldie Guy was talking about Moira. What's her fucking surname? Moira. It's not Moira Kelly. Moira Kelly's the one who adopts, African kids and gives them better lives. I know that is not the Moira on Good Morning Australia. She's doing the exact opposite. Also, I have an apology. Last week I said it was Tim Lane who was the Demtel guy. It's Tim Shaw. It's Tim motherfucking Shaw. Someone tweeted me on Twitter, which is what Twitter's for, to pull you up on your mistakes. And speaking of Twitter, here's another text from Desunka. Your North Face gear is fucking gold. Now, if you missed it, I'm now not only a viral megastar, I am a political satirist. Chucked a video of Dan Andrews up last Friday and it's gone nuts. It's gone fucking nuts. I'm now a TikTok star in Hong Kong. They love Dan Andrews there. And I've got about 400,000 views on this video across all social media platforms. And what that equates to, you're probably wondering, 400,000 views means I made $0. That's the way viral megastars work. I think if you can get to 40 million trillion, then you can make... Actually, I wonder what the tipping point is. Does Malcolm Gladwell answer the tipping point of viral videos in that book, Tipping Point? I wonder if we could call Malcolm. Yeah, Malcolm, it's me. Yeah, bro, I got the Dan Andrews video. When am I going to get rich, dog? Let's get a fucking simultaneous sip brewing. Hey, Stu, our musical director, I'm not sure if you're still listening to the show. Can we get a simultaneous sip sting? Please. Something like simultaneous sip. Something like that. I'm paraphrasing. You're the pro. I'll leave the sound effects to you, but let's get your beverage of choice. If you're new to the show, it's a simultaneous sip. We all ingest liquid together, be it water, pre-workout. Today I've got a flat white takeaway that I've drunk 60% of, and I've taken Louise. Louise suggested, why don't you put Moccona in the top and then fill it up with hot water? And that's exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so 3, 2, onesies. Oh, yeah. Mine's disgusting, but it's good. It's so disgusting that it's got to be good for you, you know? It's one thing I don't get. It's like people who eat disgusting food and it's not even good for you. Like onions, for example. I think onions are pretty average. I'm not big on them. And Mum always used to put them on the plate. And I'd go, what's going on here? And she goes, they're yummy. And I go, yeah, but I think they're gross. Are they good for you? And she said, I'm not sure. I said, well, can we find out? Like Brussels sprouts I get. Yeah, broccoli when I'm young. Sure, fucking load it in. The data's there. The science is there. Is the science there on onions? Can we get Tony Abbott on the phone? He loves an onion. Maybe he has the data. that clip of him biting into an onion when he thought it was an apple is one of the best political clips of all time. We need to get into the show. Here's a question for you. What would you do if you had a week to live? If I had a week to live, I would rob banks. I would commit crimes. Not like full-blown crimes, but I would be, just going nuts. I would be leading the news on every broadcast around the world. Podcaster Ash Williams, who has a week to live, is going nuts. But anyway, I digress. The reason I ask this is my tennis mate, Rick, who's 65, so he's getting close to a week to live, and we're in the car and we drove past cops. And I said, Ricky, hypothetically, in a foot race, who would win, your Audi or a cop car? And Rick goes, my car. Easy. And I go, easy? Fuck, that's good to know. He goes, yeah, but I'd never do it. I go, yeah, but good to know. Right? Have you ever seen Fast and the Furious? He said, no. I said, Fast and the Furious 2? He said, no. Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift? He said, yep, I've seen that one. But then he goes to me, quote, if I had a week to live, I would drive my car through the Sydney Harbour Tunnel at 300. Very specific. Very specific. And I said, well, why don't we just do it now? Because I wouldn't get caught, Rick would. And he's like, nah, we can't do it now. Like, not knowing that I was joking. I go, I'm fucking joking, Rick, relax. But what would you do? In a serious question, what would you do if you had a week to live? I think I'd shave my head too. I think I would. I think that's pretty radical. Shave my head. Anyway, this is good stuff. Podcast gold. Just fucking waxing lyrical about hypotheticals. But look, I think we should all live like we've got a week to live. I thought I was gone in the shower this morning. I fucking looked at my arm and I had this like mole that was bleeding a bit. And I was like, oh my God, this is it. Forget about Corona. I'm going to get done by this mole. You start thinking about your funeral. And you're like, I've had a good run. And then the mole just fell off, ended up being a scab. And that made me happy. It's certainly a good way to start your day when you think you're going to die and then you don't. It makes you grateful. That should be on one of those Instagram quotes. All right, let's keep rolling. You know what? Clickbait, right? Some clickbait that I could not ignore during the week. Tell me if you could ignore this. This is what I read. You'll never guess what MacGyver looks like these days. Right? If you don't know MacGyver, it's Richard Dean Anderson. Big time star in the 90s. And I don't usually buy into clickbait, but this got me. And I clicked in and it was pretty good. I got a bit of a fucking tickle at how bad MacGyver looks. So I sent it to my brother and said, guess who? Because we played this game of sending just random faces to each other. They can be family members, people we play tennis with. So I sent through MacGyver and my brother wrote back, don't know. I said, we used to watch this show every night when we were kids. It's MacGyver. And then he texted back saying, I don't care. So he didn't really appreciate it, but I'm going to put the MacGyver photo on our Insta. Our Black Market episode on Patreon this week went fucking nuts. I named names. We spoke about the Masked Singer. I told you one of the Masked Singers. In fact, let's get a tease. 2010 it was. I was working for Nova and I was doing the weekend broadcast. Good times. And I was like in there on a Saturday morning at 10 a.m. And the problem with that is that they didn't open the doors to the public until about 11. I'll give you something here. This is just between us. The Masked Singer, this is not really a can't say who, but it's just a bit of scoop la. The Masked Singer this year, I'll tell you who one of the singers are. And a rat is very similar to a gerbil. So John the Rat Platten. Would love to get my hands on him. If you want those episodes, they're released every Tuesday to Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Ash Williams Show. Thank you again for all of your support. Speaking of, I've got another can't say who. This is a Hollywood actress who was on the Gold Coast, right? Are you with me so far? About 2 years ago, and she was going out with another Hollywood actor. They were dating. They had 2 dogs. Are you with me? They were involved with Barnaby Joyce. And the Hollywood actress had a fling with a Gold Coast Suns footballer. Can you solve that? I can't say who. That's got some fucking scoop to it. We need to get to this Nathan Kavalee thing. So I got sent this on Twitter. Australian Story returns to the ABC next week, profiling former child prodigy Nathan Kavalee, who shot to fame on Hey Hey It's Saturday. The episode will be introduced by Daryl Summers. Is this a fucking fake news? It just sounds fake, but it's real. Like the world is turning in on itself. We live in bizarro land. They're doing a fucking Australian Story on Kavalee. I so should have been on the story. I brought Nathan back into the public consciousness. But what that means is a lot of people at ABC are listening to the Ash Williams Show. Okay, so we'll take that. We'll watch Nath with bated breath on Monday night. Love the Australian Story. How fucking weird's that, though? We muck around with Kavalee. No one's spoken of Kavalee in 30 years. I mention his name and now he's on Australian Story. I'm like Johnny Carson. I make careers. If you're on the show, you've made it. Got another text here. Ash, you need to copyright Simultaneous Sip immediately. Ed Kavalee is stealing your gear on Have You Been Paying Attention? I thought he was your boy.
Well, we all have a simultaneous sip of our binge this mug. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, interesting. You know what? We're going to get Ed on the phone. We're going to see what he has to say about that because a lot of people have been sending it to me. Let's just see where he's at. We'll see if he answers too, because if Ed doesn't answer, that's an omission of guilt.
What's going on, man?
Hey, man. Hey, real quick,
Yeah.
and I'm talking to you in like an hour. You're on the Ash Williams Show.
Oh, no.
You know, that's my niece's like favourite saying now. That's all she says. So whenever you see her, she says, "Oh no." It's hilarious.
Is that Scarlett?
Yeah, Scarlett. Like the other day, I saw her for the first time and she goes, "Oh no," and then went running towards me and jumped into my arms. It was a perfect dichotomy.
That's exactly what dichotomy is.
I know, bro.
Well played.
Well, thank you, man. I'm 38. I know a few more words now.
Sure. What about this? I'm going to do an impersonation, see if you can pick it. Ready?
Yeah.
Ready for an impersonation?
Go on.
Ready? What's this? Hey, babe. Hey, babe, how are you? What are you doing, babe? What are you doing? Babe, you coming over? What are you doing? We should catch up. What are you doing? Want to come to a hotel? What are you doing, babe?
I got it.
Who is it?
It's Paul.
Yeah.
Good old Paul. Well, look, we were.
That's a good impersonation. You should get your listeners to do Paul for a Paulapalooza and do a Paul impersonation. The best one wins the prize.
Yeah, love it. All right, best Paul impersonation wins. Well, cash.
No, you don't want
Not in
you don't want
Corona.
to give away any. You don't want to give away any seeker.
No. Can't.
Know what I mean?
Well, mate, job seekers, it goes. I told you, it goes in
Seeker.
24 hours. Yeah, it's good. It's good for a day, and you're living like a king. You're living like fucking that. Is it Mayo's Last Dancer? You're living like him.
Oh, Mao's Last Dancer.
Yeah.
Do you know how he's got? So I spoke to him, Mao's Last Dancer, and he's a lovely guy. I think he's. No, this is true. This is a true story.
Oh, I know.
He's a lovely bloke, and I think he's. I might not be serving his CV correctly, but he certainly was the artistic director of the Queensland Ballet. He may still be, but I don't know. But he's got amazing. I said, "Can I see your legs?" I knew he had amazing quads, right?
Mm.
And he said, "Yeah," and he does. He's got like Adam McDougall quads. He's got like amazing quads. Because I read a story about how I've read the book. What's wrong with me? About how he got his legs strong. So he's in an academy in China. And, the ballet dancers are pretty sick on the ground in China. And if you want to try and get anywhere, you got to be better than everybody else, right?
Yeah.
And so when everyone else went to bed, he would get up and he would go to the staircase and he would hop up the staircase, like hop up on one foot, go back down, hop up on the other foot to get his legs strong.
Take that, Michael Jordan.
How easy.
Remember, you always say Michael Jordan always takes the stairs. Well, Mayo hops up the stairs, you fucking lazy prick.
That's next level. Yeah,
man, that's sick. Yeah, I've actually seen an anecdote on ABC of that. Hey, how weird's that with Kavalee on ABC Australian Story?
Come on, man. I know that a lot of what we do gets stolen for reality television, but that's getting a bit much. And now they're stealing your gear from the Ash Williams show for the fucking Australian Story.
Yep. Well, Ed, you've walked right into this one too. A lot of people have been saying, I'm going to play you a clip. Now, I'm just a conduit. We want to talk about this. You're going to hear this. Oh, maybe you won't. Are you there?
Yeah.
Can you hear that?
No.
Oh, anyway, it's you on, have you been paying attention, doing a simultaneous sip?
Yeah, I thought you'd see it.
Now, you're on the stand.
No, it's not a stand. It was a deep state shout out.
Oh,
It's a deep state shout out where you don't mention the thing. This is one of this new thing I've invented, and so it's called a deep state shout out where you don't reference the thing you're shouting out. You just do the shout out and then see if they notice.
We love that.
And that's exactly what it was for. It was for the Ash Williams show.
No, I love it, Eddie. Look, mate, it's all in the pool.
I forgot to tell you. Oh no, you know why? Because I thought in case it got cut out.
Oh,
because I knew I was going to do it when they put the mug down and everyone got it. My first thought was, I can do a simultaneous sip. I can do a deep state shout out.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if they cut it out, but they didn't.
Mate.
And then I meant to tell you, then I meant to tell you, but I forgot. So they've done well. It's a bit of fun, eh? Simultaneous sip on the,
Mate, well, the hotline blew up. Twitter, that didn't blow up, but we got 2 tweets. So, look, man.
It's the deep state shout-out.
Deep state shout-outs. Well, mate, I'll talk to you in a bit. Yeah, do you want to plug something? The pod's going, obviously, ABC, listen to it.
Yeah, of course. Using it we're having a great time every weekday. We are talking to Bachelor in Paradise contestants when no one else will. And I got in big trouble this week because I dropped some massive scoop on the Bachelorette.
I found out through
bro. It's big. Well, if they're going to steal our ideas, they can wear it when I expose their hypocrisy. Yeah,
mate.
It's another one of our ideas that they've stolen.
Oh, dude, don't get me started on The Bachelor. But what I will say is, The Bachelor in Paradise is a bit of fun. I know that's been edited within an inch of its life, but it is good fun.
Yeah, and when we do EKP, which we're doing, I believe, after this, one of the formats we're going to fix is Bachelor in Paradise, and I've got an incredible UFC home and away cross promotion. I actually mean it in a deep state way of something's going to have to change for free-to-air television, and I think we might be able to crack it.
Okay, love it. EKP podcast, listen to that.
Hey, before I go, who are the 2 guys at Slender?
Yeah, I know, bro. I know. Well,
who were they?
No. It's that's a Patreon Well, how's this, Ed? Someone guessed the celebrity that we did like a catchphrase. I did this really obscure catchphrase, Burjo's catchphrase.
Yeah.
And someone guessed it. So I owe them $50.
Oh.
Nah, it's okay. Still, I keep calling him to pay him and he won't answer.
Well, you need to have a limit. Free call limit.
Yeah, one more call.
No call, no cash.
No call, no cash. I'll talk to you in a bit, bro.
Babe.
Simultaneous sip it. See you, man.
All right, babe. All right, babe. You should come over.
There you go. There is an answer to the simultaneous sip. And let's get one more voicemail before we round out the pod.
You, Ashley. Yes, you are right. The Queen was right to take possession of this land because Queensland has never been better. So let's shut those borders, keep the Victorians out, and New South Welshmen aren't getting much better. But honestly, just quietly, unless you're in hospitality, and I'm sorry for my friends who are, but things have never been better. We've got the place to ourselves. It's great. Just quietly. Hey, this Daniel Andrews dude, I don't know a lot about him, but from what I'm hearing, he's more a Kathmandu kind of guy. And I've never been that impressed by Kathmandu. Anyway, make some noise. We haven't heard that for a while. Hope you will. Talk soon.
And that is the podcast. Love the voicemail, Goldie. Make some noise, of course. We love your voices, Goldie. They get us through. But I think you've jumped the gun there on Queensland because you're now in trouble with those two girlfriends who are spreading corona around the Sunshine State. Yep, that's your new tagline for your number plates. It's pretty long. It might not fit. Thank you again for listening. This is the Ash Williams Show. For anything extra, go to patreon.com/Ash Williams Show. You've got old Ash and Ed episodes, photos, missing parts of stories. It's all there. Thank you again for listening. Stay safe, and I'll talk to you on Tuesday or Friday. Bye-bye. The Ash Williams Show is recorded in a shop front window, and joggers keep staring in.